Welcome to Charleston, South Carolina. My name is Hardcastle with Denison Yachting, and today we are on board one of my newest listings, a 2022 Pershing 9X. She goes by Stallion. Her beam is 20 feet 5 inches and her display spin is 180,000 pounds. Thanks to that, she easily cruises at 30 to 35 knots and has plenty of interior volume and exterior spaces to get out in the sun when you wish.
My name is Rickard Sandström. I'm the captain on the Yacht Stallion, Pershing 9X. Been captain since I was 12 years old. I am not going to say how old I am now, but it's many, many years ago. I love everything, fast machines and speed in general. Every time I take this boat out for a spin, or a burn as I like to say it, it's just an adrenaline kick.
This 9X is a 4-stateroom layout. I personally love the master. She's full beam and she has a his and her bathroom with a huge centerline walk-in shower. In addition, you have 2 staterooms that are bunk rooms, as well as a forward VIP, which is a great stateroom to get away if you have another couple with you.
I have driven surface piercing boats for at least 12 years. They maneuver like race cars. We were actually competing in the Gumball 3000 European Tour. We did 3,000 miles in 6 days, from Edinburgh, Scotland to Porto Montenegro, throughout the Swiss Alps, Venice, Budapest. We drove a brand new Ferrari F8 Tributo convertible. The same way as a Ferrari is the perfect car to drive around, the Pershing 9X Stallion is the same on the water. The best feature of this boat is to have the Flybridge control system. And it's very easy to maneuver it with the Senta control system, the joystick, which also has a GPS location device built in.
So when you activate the Zenta joystick, that locks in with the GPS coordinates. So within 3 feet, the boat will hold position.
Simrad glass bridge up here is completely controlled the whole boat. You can switch from whatever you want to see, the radar, depth, Navi up. Between the Simrads we have the screen for our top system, which is the surface drive propeller and steering. Right side we have the controls for the main engines, which is linked to the joystick. This is also a built-in autopilot.
Okay.
So when you don't touch it and you are up to speed, it will track the compass heading.
Oh, very cool.
So you technically don't need an autopilot on this boat.
Gotcha.
But we have one anyhow.
You don't need to really touch the steering.
No, you don't need to touch the steering at all.
Yeah, that's great.
And then back from here we have the bow and stern thruster, and then behind there we have the trim for the drives, and we have the trim for the wedges. They're a different version of the trim tabs.
Interceptors.
Interceptor, they do the same thing.
Directly behind the helm station we have our sun pad, which you can easily sit 3 people. We also have a refrigerator that's located below. We have a storage area and also your life rafts. After the sun pad, we have our U-shaped seating area. These tables actually have 2 functions, folded in for extra room, or you can fold them out if you want to have more of a dining experience. And those also are retractable up and down.
And here we have our radar mast and the 2 domes. This one is the satellite television, KVH HD7. We have the open ray radar, and this is my custom-made installed LED light bars. So when I turn this on, it's basically daylight in the middle of the night. And here in this dome, we have the latest and greatest Starlink.
When it comes to privacy, I love this door right here because you can completely shut it off and allow the owner's guests to enjoy this space in complete privacy. Now I'd like to show you the aft deck seating area. Here we have a settee. We have a high-low table. She's located underneath the hardtop. You can easily seat 8 people. The aft deck also features electric grilling station. Cook it up with friends and family. You also have a drink box located port and starboard side, which makes it easy to stay on top of refreshments.
And when the owner with his family comes to the boat, He likes to sit here and look at the view. Kids playing in the water with the water toys. And whoever wants to take sun, there's a wonderful sun pad. And directly under the sun pad, we have the garage, access to the garage from the aft deck, which I like personally. When you leave the dock, it's easy access. You put the fenders and lines in here, or if you need to get something like snorkel equipment and you don't want to open the garage door.
The garage on board this 9X Pershing is far more capable than one may think. Currently on board we have a Williams Jet Tenor 345 model. It's a great boat to go to and from shore when you're on anchor like we currently are. She seats 5, she's very fast, and she's fun to drive.
Operating this garage is very easy because the platform we're standing on lowers down. You can winch this tender out with one person, and then on the side of it we have space for a Sea-Doo Spark or any other water toy that you would like.
Throughout the boat there are many areas that you can sit and lounge. My favorite would be the bow seating area.
This is the spot for all kinds of speeds. You can definitely sit there when you go fast, but we use it for intercoastal waterway cruising and cocktail cruising.
Here we got a beamy sun pad. Forward of that we have a great seating area, perfect for casual entertaining and also space for dining.
Under the sun pad here is a huge bosun's locker, extremely good for storage of all kinds of equipment and very easy to open.
Located forward of that we have our ground tackle. As you can see we have 2 windlasses. Very impressive for this size boat. Usually you would find one. All right, now it's time to take a look at the interior. This is a great place for seamless views.
The way I like with this whole salon, and it incorporates the aft deck, which is an open concept.
The salon features a Poltrona Frau U-shaped seating area. Here's what I like about this table. She's a high-low table. You can use it as casual seating for cocktail cruising, or she opens completely up and it'll be a formal dining room table for the boat. Located right here is where you have your Salon TV. This is a high-low. You also have china storage below.
And also have a wet bar. Yeah, this bar is very crew-friendly. It has a sink, ice maker, wine cooler, refrigerator, and ample storage space for whatever kind of bottles you prefer.
Just after your wet bar and Salon TV, you have the staircase which leads into the crew quarters and main galley. Located here, we have our formal galley, which also serves as your crew mess. Here in the galley, we have a dishwasher, we have a sink, we have a Miele oven, a Miele 4-burner stovetop, a Miele microwave, as well as a full-size freezer and a full-size refrigerator. Now it's time to talk about the mechanical aspects of the boat, my favorite. Right here we have twin M96L 2600 horsepower engines. Behind me here is a frequency converter. This allows you to go anywhere in the world, switching from 50 hertz to 60 hertz on shore power. Behind that is your water maker.
Air conditioning system, so the whole boat is cool. And a couple of generators back there. This boat has 2 Seakeeper size 9, which stabilize the boat perfectly underway and at anchor. The reason that it's so pleasant to run this boat is that it's very fast, very maneuverable. I can turn this boat around like really easy. We have a Simrad glass bridge. All 3 screens are incorporated. Actually, all 4 screens are incorporated in the same system.
Forward, you got your Seakeeper controls, engine start and stop, hydraulic balance, stern thruster, steering wheel, which, believe it or not, gets lightly used thanks to their Zenta joystick. And then right below here is where all of your top system control. You can do easy set, which allows you to put it in gear. She'll get right on plane, fully automatic, and then you can do your manual trimming from there. You got sports mode, you got cruise mode, or you got rough sea mode, which just allows her to dig a little bit more when she's getting on plane, and then she takes off from there. The only thing I have left to show you today are the guest accommodations located on the lower deck. On the way down, worth noting, is a date head located on your starboard side. First stateroom we're going to take a look at is the master stateroom. She's located aft, midship, port and starboard big porthole windows. Centerline, we have a beautiful king-size bed. One thing I want to point out over here is you have European outlets and US outlets, which means this boat is global and you can take her anywhere in the world. At the foot of the bed is a nice size flat screen TV for movie nights, hanging closet, which serves him and her, and flanking both sides of the bed is you have additional drawer storage for your clothes. Another great feature about this master stateroom is you have his and hers bathroom on either side, and both ends of the ensuite are joined together in the middle by a walk-in shower with beautiful mosaic tiles. Leaving the master and heading forward, stateroom number 2 is our bunk room. As you can see, they are side by side, and you also can make them come together and convert into a queen. Then we also have beautiful porthole windows. At the foot of the bed, we have a nice flat screen TV. To the right here, we have a hanging closet, and we also have an ensuite. Directly across from us is another bunk room, and the key feature there is the Pullman berth on the bulkhead. Leaving our starboard guest stateroom, forward is our VIP stateroom. Here we have a walk-around queen berth that is set to the side to give you actually great access to walk around. You have a little seating arrangement here, which is great for reading a book or getting dressed. Just aft here we have our hanging closet for his and hers, which also features a safe, and just forward of that is our ensuite. Thank you for joining Rick and I on today's walkthrough on board this 2022 Persian 9X known as Stallion. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to hearing from you and getting you on board.